What's good, superstars? Back with another Veve video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good. You?
Bam, 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 bam. I hope you're coping with these punches, Rob.
You have to just cope.
I hope you're coping with these punches, guys. If you are new here, do not forget become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post about your favorite project. Also become a superstar VIP. New year, new you. You could become a VIP. Enter the giveaways at the end of every single month. We took the snapshot for the utility program yesterday, and now we're going to do it probably on our 2-year anniversary stream. We're going to do some giveaways there. It's going to be a lot of fun, just reminiscing on 2 years of daily content. So can't wait to do that. Follow us on X. You'll learn when that goes live. Also Instagram, and you can join the Discord. Join the Discord. Very important to enter into any utility, but also to track all of the projects. We might have to put up a Steamboat Willie token channel on our Discord. I don't know for sure yet, but we'll find out about that. If you want to enter the SUP, though, VIP membership, minting Cryptoids with our link. We are Cryptoids Ambassador. The link is in the description. Also at the top of our X page. If you buy merch, let us know. If you make Cryptoids, or if you buy merch, let us know in the Discord under the Superstar Utility Program link. If you don't win at the end of the month, your stars, half of them will get moved over to the next month. You have a chance to win again. NFT projects. So the minting for this, to be eligible for the utility, is closed. OpenSea doesn't automatically reveal. So I got to go into my computer tomorrow. I'm going to have the proper computer because obviously all these passwords and stuff, it's only on that computer, which is at work. So
this is the last jump on that tomorrow. OpenSea.
But 138 is the final number. So that is the number we're working with for profits to split to give to the Star Boys and also to come up with some prizes for the 3-month utility. I'm going to try and get the reveal going tomorrow. We're going to try and get in there manually and flip the switch, as they say. So let's see if that works. It was supposed to flip at 40 days. I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm going to have to look into it tomorrow, and we will update you for sure. But yeah, let's see what you guys get here. If not, I don't know what we're going to do. Got to figure it out.
Yeah, I think you guys, Starboys, I don't know. Have you guys checked out Starboys lately? I couldn't believe it. I checked it today. The floor is like 85 Matic right now. I don't know. I don't think that's going to hold, but Starboys got bought up, and like, man, it's like, I can't believe the floor. But if you do have a Starboy, you can get 50% of the proceeds. What we're going to do is based on how many Starboys you own, you're going to get a percentage of the proceeds from this last project. So, guys, we want to do the best that we can to make you guys proud, raise as much utility to the channel as possible. Now, we do have a whole bunch of utility we got to get done with the holidays. We've been super busy with personal family stuff. We got to do the Superstar Utility Program still. We got a whole bunch of giveaways we got to roll. We're going to roll them out this week. It's just that because we're a little bit backlogged, we'll have to catch up this week and get it all done.
I'm still waiting on ETH addresses from some people for November. So I'm going to be on you this week. I have it all written down. You know, it's the beginning of the year. You always make to-do lists. I have that in my to-do list to just chase you guys down. Even like the Disney passes, he's deciding between Disneyland and Disney World. Like, guys, give us some answers so we can get some of this stuff shipped out to you. Sometimes it's not us that are holding back. So we're waiting to get some things shipped out as well. But yeah, like Rob said, the beginning of the year, we're going to get all this stuff hammered out. We got lots of things to come to. We got lots of collabs in the works. Lots of fun stuff coming down the pipe. Let's get into the Twitter news and let's get into the beef of the video. Yesterday, did a live stream, little quick, or sorry, this is 2 days ago. Rob went on yesterday. So here we are. Watch out for these NFT trends. There wasn't much news. Obviously, it was the last day of the year. So we closed out with a bang. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out.
Prepping for 2024. We know 2024, at least we think here on this channel, 2024 is going to be an interesting year for the space with the new technology, advancements in the metaverse and all that. So if you guys want to check out that video, you can give us a comment in that video too on what you think is going to be the new trends of 2024. And then you can come back a year later and see if you're right.
Yep. Shout out to Will doing his driving in the car random thoughts. So definitely hope he does more of these in the new year. Hopefully that's on his bucket list because really enjoy hearing from the CEO of Cryptoids and what he's thinking about the space. Obviously, very well connected individual in the space, and he knows somebody that we're going to talk about in just a second.
That's right. And you know, these guys, like they all know each other, right? All these companies that have NFT exposure. They go to the same conferences. They meet with the same people, and slowly they build. There's a community of creators that all know each other, and we're gonna circle back on this in a bit on today's news. And it's all connected, so you'll see soon.
Very, very soon. Shout out to Double Quill doing a Happy New Year blog yesterday on Sunday. So definitely go check that out. We always like to support her whenever she puts out a new piece. And it's a different format of content, which is underappreciated, I think. I think you guys should go smash the like on her blogs on the Medium.
I think she's a monopoly on the blog content. I think she's the only one who's doing the blog content. So definitely give her...
Chris Severs does some too on Gold Collect, right? So
oh, yeah,
you gotta give him a shout out as well.
On Go Collect. That's right. Yes, check it out.
Yeah,
That's
Chris,
right.
let us know whenever you post that so we can share.
Yeah, I gotta reach out.
Elmon X, they put this out. I thought it was interesting. We're not in the Elmon X project, but a new experience coming soon, and they got a picture of the goggles. So I don't know. We were talking a lot about the metaverses and the goggles and the Vision Pros. Not sure if that's what they're hinting at here. If anybody from Elmon X knows about it, I know that Bones B did a video on Elmon X. I think today or yesterday. So I have to go check that out. I'm not sure if he talked about this or if he speculated, but if you're in that project, what do you think is coming? Is this big news?
Yeah, I would love to know too if when the Vision Pro comes out, for example, are we going to have geo referencing already integrated into it, so you can take this kind of high end art, some of the most famous art in the world, and actually reference it in your house locally, so that anybody who puts on the glasses will always see it there. So we'll wait and see what they mean with that. But on that, we don't actively track it, but if you do join our Discord, there's a community of superstars that are in this project, and you can join our Discord and speak to them about that. It's probably safer than the actual Elmon X Discord, where hacks did happen. If I had to go.
Shots fired, but that's actually very true. Like that, I think that people don't realize how important that technology of the geo referencing with these goggles is. Like that's an entire experience in itself. Just being able to place collectibles in a space and have them not move around. And as long as you're wearing those goggles, you see the space completely different than what we see the space without them, right? So I think that that's huge for the space, and I think that that should be something that all of these projects are pushing for, because that's the best way for people to view their product, I would feel.
Yeah, I think so. And that people they're sleeping on this. I think the average population does not know what's coming. They don't understand NFTs to this day. They don't get it. They think it's bad. When there's actual use cases and technology and utility that goes with them, people will now understand that it's just the technology behind making this utility possible. Yeah. So we hope 2024 is a big year for that, and we think it can be as well.
Shout out to Elmon X. You guys are on our radar. We're starting to pay attention to what you guys are doing there. Happy New Year, superstars. This is your year. We mean that. You got this, and it's us doing our happy dance for you guys. So hopefully this is a great year for you guys. And it's the worst. I heard a good one yesterday. The worst day of. I hope that the best day of 2023 is the worst day of 2024 for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be great. Actually, 2023 was a banged up year for all of us. I think a lot of people were talking about they're ready to get to 2024. I know me personally for sure. So hopefully 2024 is going to be a better year, and hopefully as well in this space. We've done this channel now for 2 years now. So we're going to do our 2-year anniversary coming up in a couple days, and hopefully we have another year ahead of us of true growth and success within this space. And we're excited to see what's going to happen with the space in another year's time.
Shout out to Rich for posting this under our New Year's post.
Love it.
I'm loving this AI stuff that he's doing. They got the Superstar Money logo into like some Tron stuff happening. That's about the future, I guess. So it's really, really cool. I don't even know what you typed in to get that, but very, very cool.
Yeah, you guys always do an amazing job with art. We had Alex and Crypto doing the Funkos. And now we got Rich. Rich is very artistic, and we use the AI generation here with a little bit of the mouth. Superstar Money face. It's sick. It's sick. Love it. Thanks for doing it.
Very cool. Should we make Steamboat Willie Starboys? No, we got some mixed reactions on this one. Double Quill doesn't want to see it, but I've seen a bunch of people who do want to see it. And I don't know, maybe we'll do a little fun thing with that. It'll be something fun that it's completely whatever, self-sufficient. Obviously,
I think
not
you're right.
To make any money, but I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I think you're right. I think now that's in the public domain, we should.
Yeah, maybe we get some artists on board to help us make a little collection here. What do you think?
I think it's a good idea. I like your plan.
We'll figure it out. But speaking of creating, we got LK Omi the Clown. You remember this is he goes way back with the Veve platform. He had the first data website, and now he's working on another one with some heavy hitters. He's got Omi Daily Burn and Rootless Girl, Veve Fox involved, helping to build the website. It's community built from 3 amazing people, great friends of ours. And it looks like it has everything in it. It's going to be a one-stop shop. It looks like for everything. I mean, just really excited. In 2024, it's going to launch. And you can see at the top, he's got a ticker going. He's got a chat in the bottom right. Insane. Loving what's coming. And he's got different projects on the side, it looks like, as well here. So I don't know what they got planned here, but Only the Clown's a beast, and he's building something really crazy here.
Yeah, and don't forget though, his teammates here, Omi Daily Burn, Rootless Girl, they're no joke. Like together, I think they could do something really special. And the fact that they have other projects, that's very important. Omi the Clown initially had just a Veve product, Veve website only, which was very popular. We used it a lot. And
They call me
now
Wiki.
the Komi Wiki. Now, though, they have switched gears and they're going to track multiple projects. And I think that they could eventually become the hub of looking up mints for an easy way for you to do it without having to be a blockchain expert. So we're excited to use this, and hopefully they roll it out soon.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna definitely be running the numbers on that website whenever it comes time to that.
For sure.
Pinnacle, we got new drop coming up, open edition. This is Disney Princess Volume 1, number 2 of 3. You can see the pins that are upcoming in the shop already, but you can't click on them. So now you know which 3 are coming. You got Mulan, you got Rapunzel, and you got Tiana, and they're coming. Looks like tomorrow. This app's taken over my life, Rob. You don't have no idea how much money I've been spending on it. But yeah, we've been going hard.
Well, I mean, it's money well spent because this is a great project that we really enjoy and that we like and like using. So every once in a while I pop into the app as well. I like the storefront there, the revolving storefront. You check it out. You always look at the mint numbers as you go. You can see how they grow when you buy something. I do think though that it was a bit of a missed opportunity how they rolled this out. In many ways, I do wish that they would have rolled this out just to everybody off the bat. I think that rolling it out exclusive emails only kind of, isn't the best way to do it. It might turn some people off. They're kind of bummed out. They can't participate in the fun. I think that's the part that really upsets them the most. They want to participate in the fun. They can't. Hopefully they have it rolled out to everybody. I don't know if they have, but I don't think they have. And it can go from an actual beta version now to like a full-blown version because it's working.
I really don't understand why. I don't know if it's like loading or whatever. They're trying to figure it out, make sure that there are no issues when it does get rolled out to everybody. But I mean, it's been fun for those who are in it, and I agree. The people who aren't in it are really turned off right now. I don't know what to expect if there's going to be marketplace. Maybe when they open it up to everybody. It's also only iPhone to start here, so another part. Android people aren't even able to get in, even if they did get access. It's something that I would love to hear answers to. I think also since there's been like very little PR, like you can't really discuss with anybody, talk to anybody. There's no like updates, none of that stuff. It really does feel like a beta test. It doesn't feel like this thing is completely rolled out. But there's a lot of hype behind it by the people who are in it. Like you can tell that people are enjoying it. So I think the people on the outside they're foaming at the mouth to get in.
They've been pretty quiet about it for sure. They haven't given a lot of public information. A lot of the information we get through Diamond, who isn't even an actual employee of them, right? He just kind of goes through the blockchain. He said, I don't know if they're tipping him off or if he actually goes through the blockchain and discover things. But I think that we're going to have to find out more soon on why they took this approach. But I mean, at least we have it. But I feel bad for the superstars who would like to be involved and get access and they can't. So, I mean, we'll see what they do in the future. These are open mints right now. Some of them are probably going to close before they do the full out release of the entire, email sign up. But maybe they're trying to control bots. Like, it could be a lot of things. We'll get down eventually to the bottom of it and figure out what their reasoning was.
Yeah. In the meantime, we'll continue to cover it. Veve values. They, if you didn't know, there was a tweet from Veve, and I know that they were never announcing when they were burning comics, but this time they did. They said we're burning Maestro, I believe, was the collectible, and then they said, and then there will be a comic burn, but they didn't say which one. So I guess they stuck to the word on that. And Veve Values went in and dug deep and found the ones that have been burnt. So I'll go if you want to see that list. We tweeted it out. He's noticing a pattern though. He says no Spider-Man, no Disney, no Avengers, no Tarzan being burnt. So not sure if that's an IP thing or if it's just they have expectations for those ones in the future.
Interesting. Yeah, who knows? Maybe there's a reason, maybe there's not. But I mean, Veve Comics, I've been saying it for a long time. Like, I don't know how they're not under $1 yet. Like, there's so many mints of these, and they find a way to hold. I think maybe MCP points are kind of helping them out. But yeah, I mean, Veve should be doing this. I mean, just burn them. Like, what's the point? They're in the store. No one's buying them anymore. Just burn them.
Yeah, especially the ones that have like really super high mints. Diamond, you talked about him earlier. He's talking about the pin. So this is coming Thursday. So we got tomorrow, Tuesday, you got the princesses. Thursday, you got the Star Wars. This is the limited edition. And it said expected to be the same as previous 1,500 packs minted. These are, if you're a Star Wars fan, they look pretty dope. Limited edition, but they are expensive. I think they're like 70 or here we go, $50,
Whoa,
49.95. I've seen higher pricing, but I feel like that might have been Canadian pricing because sometimes our pricing shows higher than what people are seeing here.
I'll tell you right now, the Darth Maul pin, they call it the Chaser. I would have already guessed that. Like, that's a clean. sick pin. This guy, all he does is create chaos. So definitely, Joe, we got to go to the revolving store for that one.
Well, this one's not. This is a limited, so there won't be in the revolving store. At least up to now, there's been no limiteds in there. These are minted.
So limiteds are only...
So these ones have mint numbers, and these ones are only 333 each, except for the Chase, which I think is 270 or something like that. But so Jar Jar Binks, people are saying that's FA Jar Jar Binks.
It probably is, but we're saying. So you're saying that they've already confirmed, because again, there's no real official information. It's hard to find. No limited is permitted in the revolving store, or they just haven't done it yet.
They haven't confirmed it, and it's just never been done. Like as far as we've been in it, the only other limited edition drop has been the Nemo, which I think there's like 140 something packs left out of 1,500. That's actually not bad considering the price point. That's
pretty good.
It's like 70 Canadian for us to buy one. Whoa. So for there only to be 150 left, that's pretty crazy that they did that. But yeah, this one here, the Star Wars ones, that one we'll see what happens. I mean, if 1,500 editions again, we'll see if they're selling them. I mean, people can complain all they want about the price. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it seems pretty steep from at least what we know in this space and what we've seen. That's a steep price when we do market caps for this stuff. Yeah. But man, I mean, if they're selling, I guess why does it matter? They're going to sell this one too.
Yeah, let's see what happens. And speaking of Diamond, did you see this? So he's not just Flo. I mean, this is NHL Breakaway. I'm enjoying the new year with some outdoor hockey at the Winter Classic, courtesy of NHL Breakaway and the NHL. So I don't know what kind of deal Diamond's got, but I want to get in on that deal.
Yeah, I want.
We're getting sent out to the Winter Classic or other types of events like that. That is utility.
Diamond, if you need any help, you let us know. We're ready to fly out. We're ready to fly out.
Let us know. We'll come help you cover the action. All right.
Yeah, we'll help you cover the action.
Very cool. NHL Breakaway. Really interested in looking into that project as well.
Yeah.
Here's the Bones B video. So if you guys were looking for it, he did one on Elmon X.
Great YouTuber.
A new experience and what is digital. So definitely go check that out.
Such a great YouTuber. You have to subscribe to him like right now. Like just go and you just stop. Don't even watch the rest of this video at this point. Go and subscribe, like his video, hit the bell, and then come back and finish it off.
I think so. This is some big news. Today was wild. We're going to get into that. Shout out to Michael Campa putting together a Steamboat Willie Starboy, it looks like over here. Very, very cool. Love the colors and love what you did with it, Michael. I don't know which if you designed it, if you did AI, but really, really fun. Yeah. And if you want to buy any cryptoids, link is at the top of the Twitter page. So, Rob, why don't you pull up the meat and potatoes? We kind of skimmed over it in the news, but I want to talk about my personal experience with it as well. So go ahead.
I mean, there's a lot of background. I mean, many of you watching this right now may have no background, but basically today at midnight, so right at New Year's, Steamboat Willie officially exited the licensing protection under Disney after 100 years and is now in the public domain. So Alexander Taub, who we're going to get into more about him because we actually know him, he basically made a statement saying Steamboat Willie just became public domain at midnight. I set up a Manifold XYZ mint for the original image of him. And just there's a lot of background to this, but this is he does not use OpenSea because of creator royalties. We'll get into that in a bit. So Manifold XYZ is another marketplace. It's a collection with a supply of 2,000 and a price of 0.001 ETH, which is $2. If it doesn't mint out, it closes in 24 hours. The first mint was at exactly midnight, the first moment that this character became public domain. I think this is a cool opportunity to own a piece of actual history. Happy New Year. So he was very smart because he knows that this is an iconic image, and he decided to create an NFT project right at midnight, first out of the gate, making history in the NFT space. But there was a lot of discussions about this. Then you had the boss come and doing comparisons now. This is from the Veve community saying, so Steamboat Willie's public domain FA on ETH has a floor of 450. I think it's like 750 now, right, Joe?
Well, now it's at 0.2 ETH. So it's like around $700, yeah.
Okay, so at the time of this post, it was 450. It's at 700.
Remember the mint. The mint was $2, okay? The mint was $2, and your boy was lucky enough to see that tweet, and because we know Alex, I minted it just because, like, whatever, it was a fun thing to do. Had nothing to do with association of FA or any of that stuff. Just minted it because it was funny. Thought it was a cool idea. $2, whatever. The guy spent some time setting it up. I thought it was a good thing. And then this morning I woke up and I just saw Twitter going crazy bananas and end up selling mine for like 380 US, which $2 to 380. I'm not complaining at all.
You can't complain at all on that. And then so the boss compared it to the one on Veve, which is selling for 262. So he said the public domain is a picture of a JPEG on Veve, is a 3D animated. You can't make this up. Wait for the masses. And then you had a lot of people from the Veve fam come, and they had a lot to say. The Veve fam had a lot to say. Now, we got to keep something in mind. At the end of the day, you know, people are coming in saying it's an FA. Veve has the FA. Alex Taub didn't ask you about Veve. He didn't ask the Veve fam a single thing about it. All he said was that he did the first one. This is the project. He did it at $2. If you know him, he's not a random guy on the internet. You know, what he sold it for is basically chump change for him based on his other projects. Even though you might consider it a lot of money, for him specifically, it's chump change. And they were, it's all Veve fan. They went crazy spamming his article. You just see those red circles all over the post. NFT Now came in. They talked about it. They said at midnight on January 1st at AJT launched a $2 mint, talking about the floor price. And then, you know, it basically was getting out of control.
Well, when a publication like that with that much following, like, I don't know, they're over 100,000 followers at this point. When they pick it up and they're adding AJT, you know he's not a nobody. They're not going to add a random person. Okay, so Rob, why don't you get a little bit into who he is?
So Alex, if we're going to jump that, first of all, I'll just keep something in mind. Alex Taub, we actually did an interview with him last week with Will from Cryptoids because Will knows him. He is the founder of Goblin Town, and we want to talk to him because he just changed the NFTs of his Goblin Town project to make a point that the ones on OpenSea are going to be completely screwed up because OpenSea will no longer enforce royalties to creators. So he made a point, long live the slow rug, because now what people are going to do is exactly this. They're going to mint NFTs with no royalties, and they're going to give it no utility, and they're not going to care about the project because there's no incentive without royalties. So if you want, you can actually go and he at AJT from Truth Labs, which is Alex, is right there. You can hear him talk about it. And Alex Taub, make sure you guys give him a follow as well. You can find him here on Twitter, and you can find him here on Forbes as an entrepreneur selling his old company. Like, this is not a nobody. This is not a random guy. This is a legitimate entrepreneur, founder, and creator of projects with legitimate influence in this space. So there's no joke. And then Adam came on and said, guys, you'll just have to cope. Okay, you have to cope. There's no reason to be upset with AJT about posting a collection that minted for $2 with zero royalties. He's not even making royalties on this. No one forced anyone to mint. No one forced anyone to buy up the price. You can be disappointed that our space is basically a giant degenerate casino, but don't blame the guy who was clever enough to make the collection. And then Alex actually responded, and he says that between his bad posting and telling people to cope harder, this was just to commemorate the public domain thing. This was $2, and it was fair game for anyone to do this. It was fair game for anyone to mint it, and where it went and where it will go, who knows? But he says that he think it only went crazy because when there's some folks who decided to make a token, and then the token got airdropped into people's wallets. So basically, Steve, there's the Willie coin, the Willie token.
Hold your Willie.
Hashtag hold your Willie. Hold your Willie, okay? They made a token. They started dropping this token into people's wallets.
I don't think they've dropped it yet, but there's plans for it. So I wanted to pull something up here. First of all, this is one of his collections. So if you guys think he's a nobody, here's his collection, the 187. Illuminati is a collection he has. He has Goblin Town. He's very, very deep in the space, very well respected, has a great following. We went to the Twitter space with Will, and his people with the PFPs from his projects were there in the masses. They support this guy. They wanted to hear what he said. They came up on stage. We've been talking about all the projects that we cover. No one comes up on stage. The people from his projects were coming up on stage to ask him questions and pick his brain because they know what kind of a forward thinker he is. Here's his project, the 187. The floor is 5 ETH. Okay,
so
The floor is 5 ETH. Do you know anyone else with a project that has a floor of 5 ETH besides Luca Nets, who's one of the biggest in the space as well for Pudgy Penguins? So you know what I mean? Like, this is not a small project. These are very, very influential people. He's a serial entrepreneur. He's built up companies, sold companies. This $4,000 that he made on this project was something that he did just to do it because he thought it was fun. And this is what he says in our interview. Go check out the interview with Will. He says that he's there to disturb the space and make it into something fun, go against all of normalcy, right? So he did this thing. He wanted to commemorate the day that Steamboat Willie went public. He didn't say this is the first Steamboat Willie. He didn't say any of that stuff. That is a narrative that certain people in the community built up.
He did say it will be the first ever in the public domain. So he means it to commemorate the public domain, it becoming. So he did it at midnight to commemorate, but he wanted to be the first one to do that, which is different. But he didn't say it's FA. Yeah, he didn't say it's FA. The truth is it's genius. He didn't draw any comparisons to Veve. And speaking of picking his brain, he actually had enough. The Veve fam spammed you. This is what the Veve fam did. They spammed his post so hard because of the disruption that it will have on their investment, that he responded saying, "You Veve guys have worms in your brains." Speaking of picking the brains, the reason this is interesting is because of it becoming public domain. So a digital collectible on the worst chain out there isn't interesting to anyone. You guys look like dum-dums when you spam reply to tweets. You guys pushed him to the edge. Him and his massive following, the not random guy, in actual Web3 space, was attacked by the Veve fam completely unprovoked because he simply released a Steamboat Willie NFT right at midnight when anybody was free to do so. And he was attacked. And this is a situation, unfortunately, where the Veve fam actually made a negative name in the space for Veve by their own doing. Like, we understand that Veve has the FA on, I guess, Immutable X, which Alexander Taub calls the worst chain out there that isn't interesting to anyone. I assume he's referring to that. But people like drawing that comparison were only the Veve fam. And I don't think that people reading these posts are now going to go on Veve and buy it. The people who follow Alexander Taub are Web3 people. They like interoperability. They like self-custody. They understand the risks that comes with self-custody. They're not interested in kind of a Web 2.5 platform where you can use your credit card to just simply go and buy an NFT.
I mean, and it comes back to it not being the first appearance, which is not what it was about. It's about commemorating it entering public domain. The name of the NFT is Steamboat Willie Public Domain 2024. Like, that's the name of the NFT because that's what it's about. And the thing is, like, you're bang on, is that the Veve fam is going and blasting these guys on their posts, thinking they're random people when they're not, and then basically telling them like, "Oh, this is the first one ever. This is the first one ever. That's not the first one ever." It's like, who cares? Like, that's not what he's doing. He's out here doing his own thing, and you're going in there and forcing things down his throat, which he doesn't care about, which his community doesn't care about. You got to respect that. Like, let me give you a great example. This is a perfect example. I'm going to put on a plate for you. When Veve and Funko did their collab, I didn't see one person from Drop or from Wax come onto the post and say, "We already have Funko NFTs. We got lots of people following it. We got lots of people buying up our cards to go get physicals. It's already been done. Too bad for you, Veve." Nobody did that. You know why? Because they don't care. They do not care. They care about what they buy, and that's it. They don't want to come out and brag and talk to other people. And that's the thing that leaves a bad taste in people's mouth. If you're coming out and shoving stuff down people's throats who don't want to shove down their throats, you're like that guy going to the door, knocking on the door, asking for money. Or you're the guy going on the door, knocking on the door, saying like, "Oh, come here and let me show you this this beautiful hotel that I'm going to sell you a timeshare in for the rest of your life and lock up your money." Like, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Let people do what they're going to do. The Web3 people, very well connected. We already know that. All of these projects, they know each other. They go to these conventions. They do all this stuff. Very, very, very poor thing to do, to go and leave a bad taste in all of these other followings and all their mouths. I mean, because they're gonna remember, "Oh, that's that project that pissed me off that time." You know what I mean? So
well, think about it.
I think it's something that we got to really, really look at how we act in general. And then if people want to buy the product, let the product speak for itself.
But he basically buried the Veve fam. He he was provoked. He didn't say anything. And then eventually he was provoked to say, "You guys have worms in your brain." Like, he got so upset that he had to actually shoot back. And when he shot back in a way that all of his followers are going to read and now immediately think, no, Veve's not for me, because Alex Taub already said that this is something that their community is just, they're not good. So going forward in 2024, it's off the bat start. Let's leave these guys, the Web3 people, alone. They're gonna do lots with Steamboat Willie. They're not done with Steamboat Willie. There's gonna be plenty of Steamboat Willie to come, and other IP that may eventually run its course as well. I don't know about Oswald and those guys, you know. So Oswald, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not even Disney. It got bought out. I thought Oswald.
If the best thing about the public domain, and then we're going to cut it off, but the best thing about the public domain is that now we might start to see utility that might have been handcuffed by the IP, because now that it's free and open, Alex might do something in that collection. Who knows? I don't have one anymore. I kind of regret it, but I kind of don't, because I like 2000x my investment.
Yeah.
Here we are.
And then there's community driven. Like he said, that the random degens from Singapore are just making a token now called the Willie coin, right? Or the Willie token. Like, this is what ends up happening when you open up the doors to just decentralize the world. People just start doing crazy stuff. Like, look at this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
They're
making a Willie token?
This is Web3.
Oh my
God.
God.
Saying like the value of the token or something is like something stupid in terms of ETH. I saw some comparisons on Twitter. I don't know verbatim, but if you want to go look at it, willietoken.com, and it's just funny. It's just funny this whole thing happened, and that there's utility being built around the figure that we love in Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, and Disney's nowhere to be found on this. They no longer have the licensing on this. So it begs the question, what happens to our favorite IP when it goes decentralized?
You're gonna find out.
Right? And people can start doing whatever they want. Actually, I think it might be a massive benefit. I think in the end, Steamboat Willie actually might be a big benefit now if you have a Steamboat Willie in the Web3 world, because who knows what kind of utility will come from it.
This was number one trending on OpenSea. Number one trending on the whole platform.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. But
from a random dude. It's not a random dude.
But I think not all is lost. I think if companies like Veve are capable of bringing utility within their own platform with some of their collectibles, they can definitely compete with the decentralized, because this also holds history now. Like, you could say, well, Veve was the first FA because it was on Immutable X. Someone can also say, well, this is the first from the public domain. So it holds the same history value, even though one came first. I think that doesn't mean the other one is worthless. So if you're from the Veve fam and you're like, well, this one came first, that doesn't mean every other Steamboat Willie in the future is worthless, right? It doesn't mean that necessarily just because yours came first, it's going to be valued more than one that comes later because of utility. We've done so many videos on that about utility and all this stuff. So you guys can let us know in the comments below what you guys think. Do you guys think that Steamboat Willie FA versus, I mean, if you want to compare them, Steamboat Willie public domain, should they even be compared? Do you think one's better than the other? Do you think the Veve fam kind of like was shooting themselves in the foot by provoking such a well-known figure in the Web3 space who is not just a random guy, but actually someone with real influence, and provoking him to say bad things about the Veve fam? Let us know in the comments below what you guys think. And if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the Superstar fam, hit the bell notification button to get every single video, every single day. Also, thank you to our VIPs. Guys, we have a bunch of giveaways to give away for the month of December. We will do it this month. Again, with the holidays, we're very, very busy. So thank you to all our VIPs. Thank you to everybody, and take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Love you.